So welcome everyone to the Quiet Decay. Last time, Electros was cast into the abyss. Wait, that's not right. That's not where we're starting. Let's take it back a little bit. 42 years, year 2088. We open upon Edwin Speedwagon in his office as rain hits the streets outside. As he ponders some of the latest news about an attack on the hospital run by the Speedwagon Foundation.
Edwin, in his room. He sits at his desk, fingers drumming on the top. His gaze slightly distant.
Electros City. The end of the great technological boom of the 80s. What dark secrets are you hiding?
He takes a look at the arrow sitting out on his desk, glistening slightly in the dark of the room. No lights actually on in the room.
If only I actually knew what you did.
He stands, turns around, and faces, well, seemingly an empty wall, but in almost the blink of an eye, the wall vanishes, and instead, a window appears in its place. Looking out at the calming rain washing down across its panes. As he stares at the city, he mutters to himself,
Why would they go after us, the Speedwagon Foundation? Surely there's got to be a reason. Wide-eyed stand users. Tears of black. All of this is suspicious beyond belief.
He presses a button beneath the window, an aptly placed communicator device, just so that he can ping others in the building while he looks out and waxes philosophically out the window.
Mallory, I'm gonna need you to gather an investigative team. Contact Miss Sakahara. There's something going down in the cardiac ward. Multiple people dying is no simple event. No, this is stand-related. If word gets out to the people, our company will sink. Do it as fast as you can.
Right away, sir.
He clicks it off, and just simply places his arm on the sill and looks out down into the streets of Electros.
And we cut down to the streets of Electros, to the bank.
Oh boy, it's my turn. It's my turn. Oh boy.
No way!
It's a busy day. It's a Monday, early September, so all sorts of people are going back to work now. Hidari, you're doing your job.
Yeah, like normal.
Nothing seems to change, really, throughout the day. It hits noon, you go on lunch. Just come down to the street.
Oh boy, there he is.
You're going to the bank. Why are you going to the bank?
Gotta deposit another check from publishing.
I have a question. Do you have an umbrella? Or are you walking through the rain just letting letting yourself be emo?
That totally be you. I just
Okay.
hold on to pressure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this just fits.
What a drag.
As you enter the bank, a lot of people just seem really bored. It seems like the bank, there's like somebody called off and they don't have enough tellers or something. People are upset by the rain. There's just a general feel of, ugh.
He looks around the room, sees how many people are in here, resists the urge to walk right back outside. I got bills to pay.
I'm assuming you're keeping a distance from the rest of the people.
Oh, very much so.
Very much so.
Very much so.
You hear some upset, like, business lady over at this table just, like, huff, and then, like, she stands, grabs her purse, and, like, stomps out.
What the hell's her deal? Yeah, I don't care.
One of the bank tellers is like, okay, let's see. Okay, sign here, here, here. Cool. Go talk to one of the others about it. And points to one of the other tellers. He's the one that deals with that. Okay, cool. Next.
This person goes to sit down. This person goes over here. This person comes up. The line moves.
Eizen's just moving along the line, waiting to get up there.
Miss Sakahara, as you'd like to be referred to,
Of course.
how would you like to enter?
There's a business conversation over here, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I just
Are you
be
already in
this
it?
person?
Hey, that's the point of the shadows. Could be anyone.
She's, just kinda sitting there. Eizen, as you look back at this conversation, she just has, like, a very dour frown on her face. That was rather impolite. I do hope she has a good day.
This man leaves.
Looks to the side. Well, I do have business to get about, too. She stands and kind of flips open a phone. What instructions have I been given at this point?
Gather a investigative group, preferably of stand users, so that they can be in the know, that you believe to be useful.
She just kind of frowns. Well, unfortunately, neither of you seem to be of the correct variety that I'm looking for. Thank you for your time, though. She grabs her stuff and walks away from the other two. Well,
And as you go a little towards the door, how do you want to enter, Richard?
Oh boy.
He had been using the shield generator in his leg to block the rain,
Oh my god!
Where do you want to be?
and he's going to kick open the door.
A man kicks open the door.
Hidari! I've got another check!
Hidari looks past the person currently writing stuff down. Oh boy. Giuseppe's back.
Oh, God. Why do people have to be so fucking loud?
And the moment he gets inside, he disables the shield generator, and a bunch of rain just falls to the ground.
Looks at her phone, looks at Giuseppe, looks at the shield generator, thinks for a moment.
Oh, yes. Scusi.
Pardon me? Sir, actually, if you don't mind a moment. What was that you just used there, in the entranceway?
Oh, rolls up his left pant leg, and the cybernetic just... Oh, it's just my cybernetics. I make them.
Pardon. She holds out a card and a hand for a handshake. Miss Sakahara, I represent the, Speedwagon Foundation.
Oh, you're one of them.
Oh, you have heard of us?
Yes, they tried to get me to join them, and I said they can go fuck themselves.
Like, her hair just kind of wilts. I see, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, they tried to steal my cybernetic research. Did you know that they thought that I was a bloody child? A child! I graduated top of my class at 12.
Eizen looks over at the door and wonders if it's too late to leave.
While Hidari's just watching this person write some stuff down, Hidari mouths the words as Giuseppe says them. He's heard this many times.
But you do not seem like some of them, so at least I will take your card.
I apologize for any of the behaviors of my colleagues that were less than satisfactory to you, sir.
Oh, are you part of the robotics division?
No, actually. Special Interests Outreach.
Oh, yeah, fuck the robotics research. They don't know the difference between a lug nut and a capacitor that can generate 27 megavolts.
She nods as if she knows what that means. She does not know what that means.
Hidari, I got another one here to cash.
Oh, alright. Cool.
Everyone knows Hidari.
Just, let's just try to be quick so I can get the hell out of here.
Alright. Hidari, the friendly local bank teller.
Does this card say anything about stand bullshit?
It says special interest group wink, tell me if you can see this, and there's a small, to Giuseppe, who can see stands, there's a small goopy, like, purple splotch in the bottom left.
With his cybernetic, he'll start to scratch at it.
Sorry, sir. Let's get out of your way.
Yeah, she notices you start to scratch at it, and she says, yes, I think that your specific, cybernetic capabilities could come in handy, so, if you're interested, give me a call. She does, like, the ring me, hand signal.
He's too distracted scratching at the card. Just, yes, I contact you.
She makes the goop disappear.
There we go. There was something on this card. Pockets the card.
I cannot imagine what that could have been. Taps her chin.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Looks like Miss Sakahara.
Miss Sakahara, yes. Good to meet you as well.
Giuseppe Gibson. You can just call me GZ. It's what my friends call me.
Very well, Mr. Gibson.
The line has diminished greatly, and you see Hidari helping two people, and you hear as you approach this guy pushing a baby stroller of some kind.
Huh?
Oh boy,
Where?
that's notable. Oh
Where?
boy.
Why? What? Where do I look?
This guy up here. This
Where?
guy.
Oh, that guy.
Just put an usual checking account, Hidari.
Yeah, alright.
This guy is just
Okay.
like, excuse me. I was wondering if I could open a bank account.
Hidari points over. That's his department.
Eizen just starts inching away from this.
You said a baby stroller?
Mm-hmm.
Is there actually a baby in it? Cause I get the feeling that there's not.
Rain through? There's something in there, it's not a baby. You see a flash of blue as it like moves back underneath the hood.
Okay.
As soon as no one's watching, Eizen's just gonna swipe the coffee cup. He's gonna write thermos on it and just walk out with a thermos.
Just
Alright.
watching.
Sen is leaning up against the back wall, and she's actually gonna pull off of her like sash a flask and just take a drink.
This guy looks to you again, Hidari, and he's like, listen, I just want to open a bank account.
Looks over at who's supposed to do that. Alright. I guess I'm trained in doing that. Alright. Name?
Robin.
Okay. Last name?
The bank.
Hidari looks up and says, what?
You have a problem with my name. Serious face.
Slides forward a form. Okay.
Or would you rather you talk to my associate? He gestures to the baby stroller.
Hidari looks in the stroller.
Eizen looks at this unfolding, glances at the door, looks back at Hidari. God damn it, Hidari, you lucky I like.
How would you want to say the line?
Yeah, Hidari, you look into it, and underneath the blanket, a form comes out. And it's holding a gun. And it points it at you! Alright, put your hands up! This is a robbery!
What?
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
What?
You heard what I fucking said! Put your hands up! And start chucking us money!
The guy pulls out a bag.
Right in here, fucker!
Is...
What, did I stutter? You fucking heard me! Put the money in the bag!
Hidari is gonna spend this turn being speechless at the thing in the stroller.
You want to hold your turn for anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my turn until after the bank robber. And if I'm correct with this hair and stuff, he's on his bank rob.
The bank robber on his bank rob. Eizen.
Alright. What's the pole here made out of?
The poles? Aluminum.
Good, and are they bolted to the ground?
No.
Lovely. Just up there, he's gonna pick up this pole, take out his pet, write bat on it, and turn it into an aluminum bat.
You now have an aluminum bat.
Miss Sakahara observes you do this with, like, intrigue.
Puts it over his shoulder, and just tries to stay quiet so he's not getting noticed. His attention is on Hidari.
The stand in the baby stroller and the baby stroller disappears. You hear your computer spark a little bit.
You can't see me! My time is now!
You hear that over the intercoms.
You what?
And for his main action, he's gonna punch you.
Can I tell where he's aiming?
He's totally aiming for your throat. He telegraphs everything.
I love that.
Alright. I'm just gonna try and grab it.
Escalation.
Ha!
He definitely punches through if there's any glass. The glass goes too. But Hidari, you take 6
Ow.
as he punches you in the throat and grabs your necktie. Put the money in the bag.
Alright. Give me the bag then. I need the bag for that.
He'll move the bag towards you.
Alright.
Giuseppe slowly holds up his arm for Hidari to see. Gun mode.
I'm gonna say, okay, take the bag. You know, I can't really go get the stuff when you're hanging onto my tie like that.
He lets go of your tie.
Cool. And I'm gonna shove the bag over his head.
Go ahead. Yeah, that bag goes right over his head. It's like the opening was like way too big, and like even if you overestimated, like it was going over his head no matter what. This guy was like so close to you, and he had no idea. He's not smart.
Apparently.
I'm going to set a secret action, and Giuseppe is going to hop over the rope
Okay.
and get right behind the bank robber and put his gun arm to his back and just... I believe that you're doing this wrong, sir. Let me show you how it's done. Get on the ground and stay there. And he's going to attempt to shock him with the gun arm.
You taser him. He doesn't flinch. He turns around. He's gonna bop you in the nose.
Very good aim for having a bag over his head.
Yeah.
That's about fucking right!
You take 1 bop damage.
I tell you what, oh, man.
He bops right in the nose.
Oh, man. Right in the nose. What is your problem? You
He
don't...
puts both his fists up. The bag's still over his head. Come on, come at me.
Okay. You know what I think? Emperor's new clothes! Hover up towards the freaking speaker and attempt to bop it to see if that won't...
You activate a villainous action. villain's action is called "No guitars allowed on the radio." If anyone tries to call the police or mess with the electrical intercom system in the bank, they'll find they're immediately blasted with sounds of a rock and roll concert. This
What?
sound continues until the call is ended or the intercom is no longer being messed with.
Beautiful.
You take again 1 damage. You do like dent the intercom, Sakahara.
She looks around. She notices, writing down in her notes on her phone, 1 stand user, 2 stand users, baby stand? Question mark.
Maybe stunned.
She finishes the note, she hits send to a message to herself, and then she clicks the phone on the side, snapping 2 wall mounts and sticking it to the wall back here and starting a film recording. She then... No one's looking at her, but if they were looking at her, they would notice her entire body cover over with this purpley, goopy substance, and she simply sinks into the floor and vanishes. And I'm gonna set a secret action.
He's gonna look at this guy, this absolute nerd. Yep. Hey, retard! You fucked up 3 ways. 1,
Giuseppe turns around. Well, I should not do nothing.
not you, jackass. 1, you didn't take care of the people. 2, you tried to rob a bank in broad daylight. And 3, you threatened my friend. Smacks him upside the head.
Adam, you activated a villainous action by swearing.
Are you fucking
Villainous
joking?
action. We'll do it like Disney. This is activated by someone swearing loudly or profusely. The user hates swearing, so whenever they hear someone swear, their stand will appear behind them and bleep out whatever swear word they say, and shock them.
The stand appears and goes, "Ah! No! Bad word!"
This is amazing!
You take 5 damage from this electric shock as you say jackass. You're bleeped out. Would you like to still bop him?
Yeah.
Better options involve jackalope, jackhole, and jack in the beanstalk! Thank you!
Hidari looks over. What?
Yeah! Money! Bag! Now!
Yeah, no. Eizen just brings his bat down on this guy's head.
Nope, run.
No run, yes.
He still has the
He
bag
just,
on
like-
his head, right?
Yeah, he like tries to punch blindly, and it's just like, put him up, no weapons.
Dunk.
He's just gonna take the bag off.
Oh god, you look so much uglier here. I'll put you back on.
And he's gonna reach into his pockets. And he's gonna pull out the brass knuckles he had. Giuseppe, you're getting bopped.
I'm gonna try to match his punches.
You're gonna try to match his punches, alright. You take 5 damage as a brass knuckle just like slams you into the rope behind you and you bounce back into another punch.
Oof, yeah. Rubs his jaw.
Yeah, I'm the bank. He turns back to Hidari. Money, bag, now.
Money in the bag! We're robbing your stupid bank!
And he's gonna hop over the counter.
Alright, I'm going to armor over my hand and make it a steel type substance and sock him right in the mouth. And try and punch him back over the counter.
You sock him right in the jaw.
Oh,
Or 2.
hell yeah. Do I get him back over the counter?
He's definitely on the counter. Laid out like you're asking for it.
Your partner there looks at the baby stroller. What?
You fucking looking at me, bitch!
The user doesn't like swearing. Why is the stand swearing?
swears. The user doesn't like it, but the stand cusses like a sailor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, it goes into electricity, right? Is that what it is?
Is that your monologue?
That is my monologue.
That is true.
Hell yeah.
Zarfield goes down by 1, and he's just like, no.
You lie like a villain on a kid's TV show.
Maybe I am.
This is not a, how you say, children's TV show. I will say, however, sure you can.
What?
Oh, here, let me show you. And he gets down low for a second, charging energy into the gun hand, and just goes to hit him in the chin with it.
Can the stand shoot him?
Yeah.
So is that just an actual gun then?
Maybe. So, as the stand caps Giuseppe and a spray of blood emits from his shoulder, the stand turns back around and whips the pistol at all the civilians in the room. And everyone else fucking move!
Can other people see the stand?
No.
No, it just did that!
He just froze up a little bit in his mouth.
The Emperor's new clothes. It's gonna get behind the baby stroller stand and tap it on the shoulder, and then try to punch it.
What the fuck are you looking at me for?
And try to hit its little baby arm.
The little baby arm?
The little baby arm that's waggling every time it screams at you.
Yeah, the arm looks very flat. Wait a second, is that a Muppet?
Maybe.
Yes.
Does it get hit?
Yes, it's...
When it hits its left arm that it hit with, slowly morphs and shrinks down to a little floppy baby arm like it. And it poses as if it looks cool.
Oh my god.
Sen's just gonna slowly come out of the ground over here by this plant. Sen looks over. The bank robber and his stand might notice, well, anyone in the room with stands might notice that out of the ground here in the center of the room appears what looks like a UFO type body with human proportions, and then just a flashing moon that like blinks on and off with sounds sort of similar to a pinball table. So
I
dink,
love
dink,
that.
dink, and it just kind of sits there spinning in a circle.
I
love that. That's
That's
so
good.
good.
That's my turn.
love...
That's all I can really do.
What a good
Yeah.
family.
I just look at this with like, what the hell? Okay, you know what? He's going to stab himself with his pen to refill it.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to write on the bat, turn it into a mallet, an aluminum mallet.
Okay.
And he's just going to turn at this thing.
It's on your back.
Yeah, he's going to swing it back and try to smack the stand off his back.
Sorry, did it leap out of the thingy and is on his back right now?
Yes. You don't hit, and the stand just kind of crawls around to your front.
It's like making gremlin noises as it crawls around on you.
It like crawls down to your leg. Also, the baby stroller is attached to the Muppet.
It doesn't have a lower half, it's just pulling the stroller with you. It chomps your leg.
You are one ugly. Okay,
No!
you know what?
Run! Bad blood!
What?
Did you swear?
One ugly mother beep.
We're gonna get another shock from that, as you're shocked as it bites you.
I really hate you, you know that?
Don't say that about my child. And he's going to jump off the counter, elbow like jump onto Giuseppe.
He's gonna wrestler dive.
Yeah.
A pile driver.
I want to use the shield generator to make him fall onto the ground.
So the bank robber falls onto the ground.
See, I told you, you are going to trip. You trip.
And he just like rolls onto his back and it's like, ugh, you rapscallion. And the stand is going to go disappear again.
Hidari.
Hmm.
Giuseppe
Yeah.
winks, taps his leg.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. What you mean?
Hidari taps the shield generator.
Ah, yeah.
Blink, blink, blink. I really love that.
Hidari looks over. What the hell is that?
Its eyes are going in opposite directions. It seems to not be focused on anything.
It's like a chameleon. I love it.
Is hell a swear word?
That was a swear word.
To this guy, yeah.
Oh, so
Hidari
the
did-
stand is gonna appear?
Oh, yeah, Hidari did just say, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, I did.
Run! It, like, sticks its face out of his computer. Use hack!
And it activates my secret action.
Here we go.
If any of the computers near Hidari spark explode, the stand appears next to him and tries to harm him or shoot him. And Gigi is within 10 feet of Hidari. Gigi will use his shield generator to try and shield him from the attack.
After how many
That's
escalations?
You still lose. Second roll.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it must have an A precision or
That's
something.
3D. Yeah, damn. It just like, oh my god.
The stand doesn't even come through all the way. It just points the gun out and shoots Hidari. Hidari takes 2.
Is the hand still coming out of the computer?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to change my hand into a blade and slash it off.
Alright. It does take 4 damage though.
Hey! That's a sharp object! That's dangerous!
And no, it definitely still has the gun, but like you've
Damn.
sliced a bunch of fur off. There seems to be like you get like into the arm, and then you hit something really hard in metal.
Oh.
I'm gonna get away from the computers and such. That
Ooh,
sounds
you
like a
activated
good
villainous
idea.
action.
Oh, lovely.
Villainous action titled "Disappear into the back to go and get serious." Whenever somebody goes towards through into the back hallway of the bank, they appear coming through the front door completely disoriented. You're now down here.
What? Well, I mean, I guess I accomplished what I wanted. I just wanted to get away from that, but, like, what?
What a drag.
Is the stand still partially in the computer?
You can still see it on the screen. It is backed up a little bit, but it is on the screen.
You know, for being a criminal, have you ever had this happen to you? And he's gonna try to curb stomp him. Giuseppe just leans down and just monologues. Ah, so is that your power? If your stand is connected to a system or something like that, it can control the interior or such of the building, such as warping someone to somewhere else or roll speakers, etc. if it's connected to a circuit.
Yeah. You're pretty much correct. I'd give it to you. And with your foot on his head, he's just like, "You got me. My stand, here's to the zeros, can enter any sort of electrical system and mess with it, specifically cameras, and corrupt the footage while I'm committing a crime."
So dumb, bro.
Yes!
The stand will move to here.
Love it!
And once it's done punching, it will turn its back to him and pose.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
When he got punched there, did he stumble?
The bank robber's on the ground. Flat on his back.
He's flat on his back? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Alright,
With my foot on his face.
this will activate my secret action. Miss Sakahara is going to walk over, and as she does, she's just gonna start talking. Well, it appears that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 stand users in the same position. Excuse me, miss. She pushes the chair very slightly, calmly walking over. No, Mr. Robert, I have a proposition for you. I represent the Speedwagon Foundation, and I was wondering if you're interested in a job. And at the same exact time, the spinning stand in the center of the room, which had been flashing on and off so much, Sen, earlier, when she had gone underneath the floor, came over here and placed down a angled, triangle-shaped block of wood. When the bank robber fell, he landed on that incline. A black hill that angles its finger at him, and a spray of purple goop coats over the bank robber, and he entirely loses every single concept of the word money.
Oh, what is this? Listen here, Missy. I don't want anything you're offering. I'm here to make a statement.
Yes, but do you remember what you were doing last? Because last thing I thought you were signing up to the Speedwagon Foundation.
No, I was here to make the name Rick Jagger known in the universe.
That's a stupid name.
Well, I certainly know now.
Yeah, that's a pretty dumb name.
Mr.
I'm not
Jagger,
joining whatever freaking union you're out for it.
that is unfortunate. Well, she winks at the others. Officers, apprehend him.
Yeah, really, Rick Jagger is a stupid name. Your new name is, let's see.
Idiots.
No. He's the baby man.
Hey. Let's do it like Disney. Run up and take a leap and just bring the hammer down on his head.
The stand's gonna shoot you.
Why does no one listen when I say get on the ground?
Shut up.
You get shot by a Muppet. Mr. Bank Rubber on the ground. A foot on his head, just got almost hit by a mallet, and just got ordered by a stand. He's gonna grab Giuseppe and try to swing him into the counter.
His stand is going to try to grab his arm and use its strength now to just hold it there and just be like, I feel.
Okay, go ahead. You get flung, into the counter.
Oh, that was painful. Oh, you are a lot stronger than you look.
Wrestling tactics! Yeah!
Well, you know, you're not Mr. Baby Man for nothing.
He puts his fists up again.
My word.
Hidari.
I jump over the ropes and such. Alright, let's see. And I'm going to stretch my hand out so long that I can just wrap around him completely and try and restrain him.
Yeah, you restrained this man.
Hey, can someone call the cops?
It would appear that the outside communication has been cut off at the time. I believe it's his fault. Points at the baby stand.
Can I get a baby stand scream? Thank you.
This thing really doesn't seem to like swear, but you know what I think, Mr. Babyman? I think that you are a, how you say, a piece of S-H-I-T! You know,
My
that's...
word.
Why are you spelling at me?
Oh, because you're a piece of shit!
What did you say? Wrong word! You can try boop, doo, or doo! Bang! And it shoots you.
He's gonna attempt to shield it again!
It, like, the bullet hits it and it, like, scrunches up and then it just, like, falls to the floor.
As Emperor's New Clothes is going to rush over and punch it!
Punch the baby!
An attempt to activate Finders Keepers again to stink and copy its power.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, but the power only works if you're committing a crime.
Yeah.
Guess Giuseppe has to be a criminal.
We can start waving around. Alright, this is a robbery! All of you! On the ground! Money in the bag!
You can't be serious.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. Miss Sakahara, this man is now trying to commit a crime.
She noticed him trying to commit a crime. She just is going to take a deep breath and just kind of walk over towards the camera on the wall over here slowly while this is all going down. Click it off. Take it down. He will like this a lot, I think. I'm spending a plot point. Inside that camera, the lens that was used to it had a nightmare stand in it. One of the ones that Speedwagon has carried around with him this entire time.
Painted black!
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
Painted black!
Mick's gotta get it somehow. Yeah, it's painted black, sure. And then as she picks that back up, let's do that. Fuck it. Painted black pops out of Eizen.
Hold on.
As she holds the camera, she looks over at the bank robber. No, Mr. Jaguar, was it? I would appreciate it if you stopped robbing this bank for at least the next 24 hours, while law enforcement can arrive. And Painted Black is gonna cut him with its large claws.
What painted black stats?
I think it has A power, so I'm just gonna roll
Good.
A power.
Yeah.
As a red glow, oh my god! As a red aura emanates around Miss Sakahara.
Holy shit!
Oh my word!
Good night.
As the bank robber is cut, Hidari quickly moves his hand arm thing away and is like, "Oh."
She puts her
Jesus.
hand over her mouth. Oh my goodness! I was not intending to kill him. Oh no.
He's definitely not dead.
She doesn't know this.
I assume there's just a lot of blood.
Yes.
Ooh.
Eizen is just going to throw up and faint.
Okay. Hidari, you might want to help with stopping the bleeding.
Oh, right.
I am very sorry. I am very sorry. Painted Black, please. Your use has been done.
He started pulling out like gauze and all that stuff and tossing some to Hidari, just like, yeah, we need to bind these. Bros, no clothes. Go in the. Oh wait, I can't do that anymore. I'm not committing crime. You know what? Pulls out a random check, starts writing a fraud check. One that will definitely bounce. Stan will go into the computer and try to contact the police to come.
Can Miss Sakahara look around at the people in the room and make sure nobody is like, everyone's okay?
Everyone seems to be okay.
Except for Eizen being on the floor.
She walks over and picks up her wooden slab and puts it back in her pocket. Turns to character in the center of the room. Thank you very much, Bracken. You have done your job.
Okay, and tie it like this, probably.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes, you got it perfect.
Sweet.
You do hear police sirens and an ambulance siren come down the street.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
then both the doors open.
Mm.
And a figure leads them in. There's something off about this person. She walks forward over the rope.
Like ducking under it.
Hidari narrows his
Oh,
eyes.
this one's on the floor because someone took the fucking.
Oh, I
yeah.
gotcha.
I forgot about that.
Does Sen notice her approaching?
Oh yeah.
Sen just gives a polite smile.
Is everyone okay?
I think I found the subjects. Or, well, good candidates, likely anyway. Except for this one, he is unconscious.
She closes her parasol and is just like, I heard there was a commotion and I knew you were coming down here. Nobody's too injured?
Oh yes, this man is probably bleeding out. She smiles.
We have stopped the bleeding mostly. We'll need medical assistance soon.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
well that's good.
She texts this person a message that says, yeah, all of these guys are stand users.
Hidari is now looking this way.
There's clearly a group of police and others outside. One in particular walks in, stands by the door, clearly watching this individual who has approached you all. I'm really sorry about the inconvenience, and I'm sure you guys have all lives to get back to, but first, I need you all to come with me, I believe?
Can I wake up?
If you want to, of course. I think you would be perfect for the job.
Oh.
This isn't just for the job.
Oh?
This is... I'm kind of helping the police lead this investigation right now, and I need to take them into questioning, and a whole bunch of stuff. So since you're here, this is a great thing. It's been a long day.
She just leans over. Are you doing quite alright, Mal?
I'm okay. Lots of meetings this morning. Mr. Speedwagon had me, go all the way down to Pinion, and then back up towards the Joestar Manor.
Why did he have you do
And
that?
now I'm here. Oh, I was checking out, sites of crimes? Yeah, we'll get this guy into custody. And the rest of you on the floor, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Reaches a hand out to help Eizen up.
Hidari is now nonchalantly looking at the ceiling.
Giuseppe's like, oh, 1 second, walks over to this teller, pulls out the grant check he'd gotten, puts it on the counter. Yes, I would like to make a deposit, please.
You didn't need to make. You didn't need to, but thanks. He accepts the hand up.
The woman, walks over to Hidari and holds out a hand. Mallory Svell.
Hey, Hidari, Hitoshi. Hidari shakes the hand while looking over her shoulder.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not gonna ask any questions now. Are you three willing to come with me? I know Sen is, but...
Sure, I
You're
guess.
coming to the Speedwagon Foundation, I'm asking you a few questions. We're gonna see if you want to join the project. It's all very simple, but,
Wait,
I-
project.
we're... explain later.
Yes, later. You all qualify for the entrance requirements? Is that how I should put it, man?
Entrance requirements is a good way to put it.
Is the entrance requirements.
Eisen glances out the window. What's the weather?
Training.
Gigi's not paying attention at all. He's too focused on doing his transaction and going as slow as he can, because he wants to get this perfect.
Fine. I got nothing else better to do.
Aren't you just a cheery one?
Well, I'm always looking for work of some kind.
I'm sure you're real... I can't speak for you. Sir, making a transaction that's clearly a fraud check?
No, this one is not fraud. This one is the grant check I got. I tore up the fraud one.
Fair enough. Are you coming?
Coming for what? What's
Questioning, or do I have to force you?
You don't dare to force me. Why would I go unwilling? I just need to finish transaction.
Just shut the hell up and come along. We're so damn loud, it's annoying.
And he'll pull out of his satchel bag a toaster he just purchased.
Does he get a free toaster when he opens the account?
And he's gonna tinker with the toaster real quick using his robotic limbs to create a pair of robotic earmuffs that will help dampen the noise for Eizen.
Did you just...
Yeah, give me a brains roll plus your robotics.
Toaster earmuffs? Why?
And then nestle himself like nicely over his ears and just become a little warm over the ears, dampening the noise a little.
Eisen's just gonna face palm and go with it.
Alright, and there we go. Okay, I'm ready to go. The account has been done.
Eisen kicks him as he passes him.
As long as you don't cause any destructive trauma to him.
This is not what I expected from Eizen at all.
Say, I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Looks over his head. He's gonna wake up with a slight concussion. Poor guy.
Slight concussion, massive claw marks in like the side of his head from painted black.
Oh, I'd paint it black. Mallory walks out into the rain, just opens her parasol, twirls it, and then turns back to the other three. You guys know where the Speedwagon headquarters is, right?
Yes!
Alright,
Oh, wait, forgot.
Fuck your robotics division.
Hidari walks over, clocks out, and then walks over.
Shield generator back on to block rain.
well, I can meet you there in the lobby. Then we're gonna be on the 4th floor meeting room.
Do you want me to bring anything in particular?
If you could grab my laptop from my office?
Can do. She smiles and gives 2 thumbs ups.
Mallory smiles.
Giuseppe, was it?
Yes, he is Giuseppe Gibson, but you can just call me Gigi. It's what my friends call me.
Oh, are you the one that caused the robotics division to get really mad?
Hey, they were the one that tried to steal my robotic blueprints.
Listen, we already had the patent.
Excuse me? You took the patent for something I created. Oh, I'm going to be seeing them in court.
Okay. Listen,
Do not think this is the time nor the place for this type of conversation. Other times, Mr. Gibson, please.
Eisenvale is the name.
That is a good name, Vale. I like it.
if you could all just meet me in the lobby of the headquarters, would be great.
Oh, hey, Hidari, do you need a lift or did you bring your car today?
Yeah, I got my car. It's fine.
Oh, sweet. I'll spend another plot point. Parked right here. Giuseppe's motorcycle, because he felt like it.
Can we just say that off screen, probably like a park lot or something, Eizen just has this absolute clunker of a car waiting.
Oh yeah.
It's an absolute rust bucket.
Sen came in like a Speedwagon company vehicle of some sort.
And Hidari just has a normal ass car.
Yep.
He clicks his leg in.
Hey, Giuseppe.
Yeah?
That motorcycle, when it was parked, it had a kickstand. So, it was technically an incline. When you get over to it, there's a little bit of purple goop on the seat, and as you sit down, you can no longer remember what this object you're sitting on is called.
Ah, yes, the crustacean cycle.
Sen just snickers to herself as she walks away.
Alright, I will meet you all there.
Mallory, was it?
Uh-huh.
I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. Good luck.
My good sir, I've been working for Speedwagon for 8 years.
He's already walking away.
Wow!
You have my condolences.
What a ray of sunshine.
The Speedwagon headquarters lobby.
Ooh. Yes, probably just leaning against the wall over here when they come in. On her
I
phone.
know that he's soaked.
Leaning, so an incline.
Of course, she wall sits.
Complete 90-degree angle.
It's a perfect 90-degree angle.
The moment Giuseppe comes through the door, shield generator off, all the rain falls to the floor. Oh, sorry.
Eizen, with a plop, just kind of props up against a wall in the classic emo boy fucking pose.
Hidari walked in like a normal person.
Alright, you three, glad you could make it. If you'll follow me, and do you want me to call you Miss Sakahara, or...
When around polite company, yes.
Alright. Miss Sakahara over here will get right to whatever we're talking about.
Lovely.
And if you don't hurry up, I'm going to leave the elevator. I'm going to leave with the elevator, I should say.
Oh, it's okay. I can multitask.
I was more talking to the emo one leaning against the wall.
I'll just take the stairs or something if I have to. It's fine.
The name that Hidari would have seen that he was scribbling on the paper would be Prototype 007 Smith
Oh, boy.
Aerodynamic.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
It
You're
started.
doing your robots again, aren't you?
Yes, this one will be a brand new model. I'm trying to think of a way to make a good secretary. And also maybe some other things.
You should try blue hair. Blue hair is a very passive and polite color.
Blue hair. That actually is a good idea. Let's see. Start scribbling down notes. It's start him at 4'7".
4'7"? Is Smith Arrow canonically 4'7"?
I guess so.
This is just the prototype, the compact version.
The compact.
Compact Smith Arrow.
Now, how many cannons should I give him? Maybe 2 hidden cannons?
Justin here.
He's just a secretary.
Sen opens the door and...
Why the hell does a secretary need cannons?
Well, you see, the secretary is the first line of defense. If there's someone that comes into your building and you don't want them there, the secretary will tell them, you must leave, and if they do not leave, then the secretary has a cannon. Maybe
Sure.
just 1 cannon.
Make a dedicated security bot.
Now I would really love a cannon some days.
See?
I'm sure that any robot you make will be able to hold off any intruder. Looks to the future and Vard.
Eizen props up against the wall.
looks to how worthless Smith Arrow was.
Yup.
You're right. This model probably won't get any weapons. Crosses out combat capabilities.
Alright, thank you for joining me. I just have a couple questions about what happened today. Feel free to give as much or as little information as you feel you can. Of course.
Mr. Bell, before we get started, I figure it is only reasonable that you have the footage from the robbery. She hands Mallory the camera that recorded the whole
Thank
thing.
you, Sakahara. I will upload this immediately, and we can go over it in just a couple minutes. But I do I've got a couple details I need to know about this man. His motives. Did he have any... Was he just trying to rob a bank? Was he...
Seems like he was just trying to rob a
I
bank.
think he was robbing the bank.
Robin.
Show off his stupidity.
If I heard him correctly, the man said he was trying to send a message.
A message to who is the question? Okay, physical appearance. Obviously, I saw him on the floor bleeding. But you would have seen this more clearly. Were there any tear stains?
Tear stains.
He was wearing glasses, so it was not easy to tell.
Alright.
Didn't sound like he was crying.
He didn't seem like he was lashing out. This seemed like premeditated, like he knew he was going to rob a bank. It wasn't like spur of the moment. It could have been
You
spur of the
said
moment.
something about making his name known. Some bullshit like that.
He does have a record already, I do believe.
He said that his stand only activates when he's doing crime, so feels
Yeah,
like
he has a
something that
long,
he's done a
he has a
lot.
long history of crime.
He did say that he wanted his name to be known by the world,
The universe specifically.
the universe.
I think this guy was just trying to do crime, so he might not be, like, important to this case at all. But, you all can see stands. This is important to you. We are currently putting together a few groups of teams, in fact. Miss Sakahara over here is going to run one of them.
She smiles tearily.
We have been gaining incredible numbers of reports of stand users going haywire. Not haywire, but kind of mad. The defining features are white eyes, black tears, which is why I was asking about the tear stains. And there hasn't been really a pattern to where they show up, other than they tend to attack businesses, except for one, our most recent one. We don't consider our hospital part of our business per se.
And his body lay broken in a sea of black tears. Reminds me of one of my books, really.
I'm lovely. But you've probably heard about in the news, our hospital recently had a bunch of people in the cardiac ward die randomly and go into cardiac arrest. We believe it was because of a stand user. And this is kind of like our final straw of our company is getting slammed with these sorts of slanders things. And we're kind of investigating it as to why. If you have any other questions, go ahead and ask. I can probably answer them.
So, would you say these people have big dreams?
No, it's more like they're mid-mental breakdown and trying to tear down the world.
Looks over at Eizen for a moment. Looks back to Mallory.
Eizen just shrugs.
They're actively violent. They have all been stand users. I don't know if this can affect non-stand users. And the public doesn't know about stands, so we can't really just come out and say it.
Yes.
If you're okay with help from a monster like me, I guess I'm in.
Oh dear lord. We accept any and all help, of course.
Yes, your status as monster does not affect us in the slightest. She smiles, Fang glistens for a moment. I said, you swear you saw that. No, She closes her mouth too quickly for you to know, but you swear you saw that.
Eizen's eyes go really wide for a moment, and then back to normal, and he kind of eyes you with a look of interest.
I guess that makes 2 monsters, or 3 motions to Miss Sakahara.
Mr. Bell, you had a question?
Huh?
I heard you say my name. What was that?
I was just commenting on your... Oh, nothing. I saw what you did there.
She tilts her head. Whatever do you mean? And she smiles again.
Giuseppe blinks confused for a moment, just like shrugs. So, would you say then that these people have a sort of a mental shutdown or complete lack of specific emotions?
No, they have one specific emotion. Right now we're kind of debating between, like, paranoid rage and the need for anarchy.
Did any of these other people say anything similar to this man? I want the world to know my name.
No, we get a lot of, you'll pay for what you did, I know what you've been doing, how could you cheat on me? Has been a couple.
Okay.
They seem very paranoid.
A large pattern of paranoia, yes. Especially with that one in the dog park. That was rather uncomfortable for
How
what
could
I've
you
heard.
steal all these dogs from their owner? Jesus Christ.
She seemed to think that her stand was actually physical.
I'm probably not the brightest here, but if you asked me, it sounds like whatever the hell it is making them lose control of their stronger emotions. And that seems to be driving them.
I can get behind that.
Good point to
Probably
take
enhancing
down.
a few of them.
If we're thinking this is a stand, it kind of seems like it takes negative emotion and like almost turns them into a feedback loop, where it just amplifies.
It's possible that embodies one of the 7 deadly sins.
Which one?
Wrath, if anything.
Interesting.
I have a hypothesis. What if what it does is, whatever the hell it is, so we all have dark thoughts. I read about them in my books quite a lot, but though that one guy's so annoying, I wish he just dropped dead, or I'm gonna kill that guy. But normally you would never actually do it. But what if this removes that inhibition and makes you act on your darker desires?
Thoughts that are kept hidden inside coming to the surface.
Exactly.
That is one of our current working theories.
So you say it is like that movie, The Veil. When you put on The Veil, it brings your darkest desires to the forefront and gives immense power. But whenever you try to remove The Veil, it is dang near impossible because you are consumed by it, and the veil does not want to come off.
Well, that sounds about right.
So, this raises a question then. Has there been another stand user in the vicinity of these people?
Not that I can think of.
If there is another stand involved, we have been unable to find it.
So I've been doing some research. When I first met Mr. Hidari here,
Waves.
it was a bit confusing, as I found that he also has a power. Then I did some more studying and found out that there seems to be a slight magnetic connection. Stand users drawn to other stand users. It is possible that this person is where these things happen. They sense the thoughts of these people, and then with the flip of a switch, just snaps his finger, it causes them to don the veil.
She types something down on the computer.
Well, sounds to me we just gotta find a way to pierce the veil.
See, I was telling you these people are good. They're already on fire.
Yeah. Your skills are impeccable.
Right, Sen clicks something in her pocket and pulls up an image of Cat. Can I spend a plots point and say that we just have a picture of one of the people with the eyes and the black tears?
Oh, yep. I was gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I took the initiative on that. She just clicks it on.
If you wanna make up stand user description.
Oh, sure. This user here, as you can see pictured, it's an old, like, very overweight man with, like, a wife beater on and covered in grease stains. It's like, he had the ability called Round the Blocks, which if he circled someone on a street, he could entrap them in a specific block of the city. He was not too hard to shut down, however. But as you can see, she points at the white eyes and black drips.
Giuseppe snaps his fingers again. It's like, his name would be Grease Monkey.
Wow, quite perceptive. That is not his name. His name was actually Tom Gates.
Yes, that name is a third one. Let's see, not Grease Monkey.
She tilts her head at that notion.
Street Roma.
What do you mean bad name?
That's you. If you're fighting the world of justice, you must give your enemies a good catching name.
This is a man in a wife beater, not the wall of justice.
No, we are the justice. He was the villain at the time, so his name at the time would have been something like Grease Monkey or maybe Wall Street. The Wall Streeter.
I think it would be more safe to say he is the victim at the moment, but you can say that as well.
Eizen just starts to get a headache.
And the earmuffs like cover his ears again.
Okay, you know what? Fine, this is my life now.
Have any of us seen any people that match that motif in our day-to-day life?
Not currently.
I stay inside mostly, so...
And I have not seen anyone like this from any of my meetings or any people I deal with.
They kind of just appear out of nowhere most of the time. We haven't seen any pattern yet. However, there could be one. I've been trying to track a... She clicks on a picture of a map of Electros, a bunch of places circled, including the hospital, Gargoyle Park.
Giuseppe will hop up and like walk over, finger on chin, tap, tap, tapping, get like uncomfortably close to the thing. And let's see. You said they were all businesses, yes?
Mhm.
And who owns the businesses?
I could get you the names, but it would take me a little bit of time. I haven't met any stand users that own the businesses.
People, take a look at this. There seem to be quite a few clustered here.
Hmm.
The southern part of West Electros might be a place to start.
A little bit west of the Slowboat Inn.
Giuseppe will start to like stroke his mustache a little bit, like, yeah, where was the first incident at? The Ground Zero, as we call it.
The ground zero would have been the train station, not actually too far from the Slowboat Inn. Somebody tried to blow up a train.
Wow,
They were apprehended at the gate, and they were mumbling something about, you don't get to just leave me without any, what was it? Without any fight, I believe?
Hmm.
You don't get to leave without, it's like, I think they got ghosted.
Okay, let's see. Combining that information with the information that Surveil over there gave, he'll start like using a laser pointer to just mark stuff. This person just hit the Bank of Electros. So the next one, I believe, will be further away. So the possibility is the shopping district, I think.
It almost looks as though whoever is doing this, if it's just one person, potentially lives in Wharf. At least maybe up the top end of Wharf. They all seem to be very central to that place.
You see, I've noticed something, Miss Sakahara. They always do one hit near the Speedwagon Foundation, and then they seem to bounce around away from it for a little bit, and then come back. So, if I had to make an assumption, they are trying to take attention away from what they are truly doing. I believe that they are trying to do something near the Speedwagon Foundation, lower the numbers, try to infiltrate even.
Well, Mr. Gibson, one of our current running theories... Miss Yvette, am I allowed to say this one? For the image of the Foundation, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It has been passed around that whoever attacked the hospital was an inside man.
That makes sense.
And this is why we really can't let this information get out, because if it does, it would completely ruin the reputation of the Foundation.
That would make sense. You said that the hospital lost all power, correct?
No?
No.
No, a large amount of people went into cardiac arrest.
And there were no technical glitches or anything like that?
No.
Gigi, you said something about one happening near and the next few happening farther away in sequence?
Yes, at least that is what I believe matches.
I have another idea. Perhaps it's someone within the Foundation itself. Or it could also be a possibility of maybe like a disgruntled employee on the way home or something, possibly.
Someone that came in around the same time they started?
We haven't had any new hires in the last 6 months. It really only started a couple months ago.
What's the security in your Speedwagon Foundation on this one?
That isn't one of our top priority businesses, but it is close to a train station and to a train line, so it would have somewhat higher security than, say, something in the middle of the city.
Okay.
I can get you the names of the security people who work there. I can get you the names of anyone in the company, really.
Sen goes over into the table and pulls out a folder while you're talking forever, probably.
Yeah.
Really love to
takes it over and, just while you're talking, places a paper in your hand, goes over to Eizen, hands him one, and then slides the folder over to Hidari and hands him one. Non-disclosure agreements.
Of course.
Seeing the NDA in his hand, he'll start to study it perfectly.
I just imagine that he has his stand up here and his stand reads it so he doesn't have to take his eyes off of the screen.
You're absolutely correct. Just over his shoulder, the stand strokes its mustache-looking thing. Just, oh. Like whenever he speaks to it, it's just.
Can I spend a plots point as Edwin?
Yeah.
I wanna initiate a brains roll versus Giuseppe to try and swindle some robotics from him.
You monster frisbee.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Oh no, he's gonna swindle some fucking robot stuff so he can build the bots to fight in episode 12.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. His stand takes the paper from him and will start to write revisions on it.
Well, I guess we know where to look then. If I'm gonna be doing this, I'll have to get some time off at the bank.
Don't worry about time off too much. It shouldn't be that much of a problem, especially because, you know, you're helping the Speedwagon Foundation. Everybody really, hopefully, will still like us in the end.
I mean, I'm an author. I kind of work on my own schedule, so.
Lovely. Sakahara works here. Giuseppe, I'm assuming you're fine.
Self-employed.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
I'm self-employed. I have my own research lab and everything in my home.
Of course. If you all will stay here for just a couple minutes, I have to go grab some paperwork for each of you, and I have to call Mr. Speedwagon to make sure that all of this is good with him. And I'll be right back. And she moves.
Smiles and waves.
Mallory, papers in one arm, phone in the other, dialing up to Edwin, walks out with her security guard. She walks over here. And she holds her phone up to her ear. And she pauses as she hears something from her security guard.
Yeah, this is a real good ending song.
It is a good ending song.
I like it.
Also, can I just say that hat tip looks familiar?
It's supposed to.
That's
Alright,
terrifying.
what happened first? I want to share something. Edwin?
Edwin.
Edwin!
Edwin.
Look at my hat guy!
Look at he.
Now, how many of those pens did he steal?
All of them.
That's a crime, mister.
Yeah?
He could use here's his heroes.
You could have used that ability while stealing those pens. The bank robber.
Okay.
Look at him.
The bank robber. Oh my god.
The bank robber.
Here, I'll send the,
The Boogalooger.
Can I scream about how this is the dumbest stand I've ever drawn now?
I love
It's amazing.
Here's
I thought
the-
mine was the dumbest.
Yeah, yours is the dumbest. It's the one I'm posting right now.
I thought you were talking about Muppet Stand.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the Emperor's New Clothes. This fucker.
I love it.
It's so good.
What the fuck is that thing?
The GG.
Now imagine the one arm being replaced with a
Little
fucking baby
dangly
arm.
Muppet arm.
Yeah.
I really
Mallory
like
Savell.
Mallory.
A secretary.
The secretary.
The secretary.
Mr. Electros' secretary. Sorry, Edwin Speedwagon. I'm still doing it.
Isn't she pretty?
I like her. When I named the file of the character I drew,
All I knew was I was told to give her a slightly Smith Arrow energy, so that is what I named the picture.
Smith Arrow Energy.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
That is amazing.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's marvelous! Absolutely marvelous!
She has one of my favorite stands that I've made.
It's
That's
really
fun.
I'm enjoying it.
I really love Mallory.
I'm glad.
The title screen with Mallory on it.
Hold on.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
She's on
Good.
the... Yeah, look at that. Awesome.
She looks nice, Flip.
She can flip.
She does look nice, Flip.